Asia with me, Nurin Nabila. Recently, the world of biotechnology has been shocked with the revelation of a scientist from China. He Jiankhu claims that he and his team from the University of Science and Technology, Shenzhen, successfully created the world's first genetically modified baby. However, the practice of editing genes of human embryos isn't something new, as it was first documented way back in 2015. Unfortunately, it is more concerning that He Jiankhu refused to answer any questions asked, which raises more questions on the ethical practices of this discovery. So what exactly is CRISPR? It's like tiny molecular scissors that can cut and edit DNA. Pretty cool, right? But there's a catch. Mistakes can happen. And when you edit these genes, these changes don't just stay with one person. They're passed down to future generations, forever, which is why most countries have banned this.
A few minutes later.
Darling, have you seen the news on the TV?
I haven't, what?
Well, we've been discussing about doing the IVF, and the scientists are able to do the engineer babies. I think we could have like perfect children.
But I'm actually skeptical about that because there isn't much supporting evidence on the editing genes for an embryo. So how are you possibly sure that it's safe for you or the baby?
Since we haven't talked much, why don't we go and consult the doctor tomorrow?
Okay, let's do it.
A few moments later.
Gene editing has the potential to help prevent serious genetic diseases. However, it also carries risks. There could be unintended mutation and immune system complication, and these changes could be passed on to your future generation. Ethnically speaking, I have to ask yourself, are we editing for medical needs or is it for your preferences too?
Oh my goodness, you know Amina?
Yeah?
Yeah, she's so tall and so sharp.
Really, man?
Yeah, and she didn't even look like you two anymore. You sure didn't swap that at the hospital?
Oh my god. You know, nowadays, right? People can pick everything they want. They want to be high, they want to be pretty, all can want. And you know, look at the Amina. Perfect nose bridge, you know. Ish, nowadays.
Freak!
Genetic freak!
She's fake!
Oh my god, look at that face. So ugly.
Oh my god!
Imagine.
Amina, I'm so sorry to inform you of this news, but we found complication within your immune system. It's possibly linked to the genetic modification that has been done before you were born, although we are not sure which part of the genes are responsible for this.
Am I going to die?
Are you okay?
I'm glad it was just a dream. I would never put my child in such position. That would be so selfish of me.
What's wrong? You look so pale.
I think I finally understand. Yeah, you were right. What has gotten into me? I was being blinded by my own vision of having children with no flaws. That I didn't even think of the consequences. I'm sorry, darling.
It's okay. We are humans and adapting to the rapidly evolving technologies in this era. So that's why it is important to do your research and think rationally before making your own decisions.
Good morning and welcome back to our segment, Global Matters. I'm Khadijah Khairul Anwar. With me today, Dr. Haziq, a pioneer in the field of genetic science. He's here to discuss his controversial work using CRISPR to alter human embryos. Dr. Haziq, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, let's start with the obvious. You and your team edited embryos that are now living children. Many call it groundbreaking, others call it unethical. What do you call it?
I call it necessary. We have eliminated a hereditary condition that plagued that family for generations. That child will never suffer the way her ancestors did. Isn't that worth celebrating?
But the scientific community says it's too soon, that it was reckless, unpredictable. But you didn't just alter one child's future, you altered a bloodline.
So, should we wait for another decade of suffering while we debate? Every new medical advancement was once labeled reckless. Vaccines, organ transplants, even IVF.
Does treatment help people who were already alive? What you're doing is altering people who don't even have the right to consent.
Fetus can't consent to cancer either. But if I can stop it, should I just not?
But where's the line? Today is a deadly disease. Tomorrow is it height, intelligence, eye color?
Well, that's not my intention.
But you open the door, and once it's open, anyone can walk through it.
Then maybe we shouldn't be arguing in studios. Maybe the real issue is that laws haven't caught up to science. I'm not the only one capable of this. I'm just one of the few who did it openly.
But you still did it first.
And now everyone is watching. Let's make sure the next one is done better.
Where does innovation end and ethics begin? For some, the line is still blurred. For others, it's already been crossed.